This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're testing out the second of our new Tier 9 Soviet heavy tanks, the Object 257. So, let's go over some of the feelings about this tank. And we will kind of compare the feelings about the T10. So, and I'm not getting into hard stats, that's not what this is about. If I want to do that, I'll go ahead and I'll do an entire, honest first look of both of the T10 and the 257. If that's something you guys are interested in, let me know, I'll make it happen. But, for now, this is just a how does it feel comparison. Okay? So, let's get right down to it. The T10 is faster than this. The T10 is more accurate than this. And the T10 also reloads faster than this. So, you might be asking yourself, well, where's the trade-up? Like, there's got to be something better about this tank, right? I mean, surely they wouldn't just slap a new tank in just to make it a new tank. I mean, it gets slightly better armor. And when I say slightly better armor, this will bounce quite a bit. It's got a squish down turret, so the turret's not as tall. Still has some big cupolas up there for a Russian tank, so you gotta watch those when you're close quarters. At distance, you're really not gonna have to worry too much about people hitting you. You gotta watch the back of the turret when you're shooting at somebody off to the side, because if somebody hits the back of that turret because it's completely flat, your ammo rack is right there, and that can get you detonated very quickly. So definitely something to consider. The other thing is, the gun on this feels ridiculously bad in comparison to the T10. And when I say ridiculously bad, it feels like I'm shooting a Tier 8 gun. It's the BL-13. I don't remember where I've heard that from. I don't remember if maybe it's the Object 252. One of the tanks I've done before had the BL-13 on it. So let me know in the comments below. You guys are smarter than I am for sure. So just let me know if you guys know the tanks better than me. Or if you want to do the research, that's awesome too. I could do that, but again, this isn't like a full-on comprehensive first look. It's just a feeling of the tank, and I will say that this tank feels not as good as the T10 does. So that's a thing. Now, the other part of this that I want to bring out is this tank good? It's not bad, but the gun is underwhelming. Like, I'm not joking. You would think you've got a big Russian gun, it would just absolutely rip people. Now, you can see right there, that's using my knowledge of the Conqueror. I have a shot at his bottom plate, so I was going right for the ammo rack, because I know the Conqueror. I just played the crap out of the Conqueror, so I know where that ammo rack is located. So you always try to use your knowledge to the best of your ability. There we put another round on the other Object 257. And we've got to be careful here. I'm trying not to get shot. I'm trying to stay somewhat hull down. This guy's skylining himself, making it as easy on us as possible to hit him. So there, he just jerks just a little bit, causes me to miss the shot. But it's definitely one of those things. Now he's going to get away, not able to do anything. We do have the Mouskin over here. We're going to try to hit his commander's head. No doing. And this is where I talk about the penetration of this gun. Now, I didn't look up the stats, but I'm telling you, this gun doesn't feel like it penetrates worth a crap. Again, commander's hatch, again, bounce. Okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just terrible. But it shoots APCR as standard. You would think that it would have some decent penetration, because it's a 122 mil gun. You would think it would be good, but it just doesn't feel like it. So I load heat, and I try to go through the turret cheek there, but I was a little high on it, so I think that's what cost me on that shot. But yeah, definitely might need to load a little bit more heat in this tank, because it's not a good feeling to be bouncing off of people all the time. Now, right there, you see I had the heat loaded, put it through the cheek properly, and we get 450 damage out of it. Now, I will say this. This is also going to be one of those videos where we talk about the new update in general as far as what do I think of it. Now, let's get out the biggest negative that I think that everybody will agree with me on, and that is the audio. My God. They have completely ruined the console audio with the PC crap. Now, I apologize, Wargaming. I don't mean to be so critical. But do you listen to it? Do you listen to what it sounds like now? These little guns sound like I'm shooting off a freaking party popper. That's not the way it's supposed to be. What happened to our big smashing sounds? Like, now it just seems like your head's underwater the entire game, and I don't like it. And so maybe I'm not alone, but let me know. But everybody I've talked to so far has agreed with me, and there we derped the round into the ground because obviously .4 accuracy definitely worse than .38 on the T10. So, yeah, we've managed to save most of our hit points. We are losing currently. They are at our base, but we've got guys intervening. Now here, I know I can one-shot this guy, so I roll over, take him down. I managed to take a round from a guy on my right, but we bounced the round from the guy directly in front. So now he's turned broadside to my buddy over there on the team. So we're going to try to put a round on him, and again, the penetration just isn't there. Now, I understand that there's spaced armor there. I understand that, but it's still the side armor of this tank, and I bounce off of it. Again, here we've got another shot. There we go. We take down the mouse kid. Just taking what they give us, taking them down, trying to get out of the way so we don't take an unnecessary hit there. We managed to make it happen. We're not loaded yet. I pulled out a little early, and but we distracted him just enough that he gets nailed. We hit the T-54 on his way down, and he goes over and kills himself. That's what happened to the T-54. I was wondering what happened to that man. But I will say this. I may not like the audio from this game, okay? They have, in my opinion, the audio has taken about 10 steps back. I don't like it. It sounds like crap. I don't like it. Maybe you guys feel differently? Let me know in the comments below. But one thing I will say, they finally gave us a damage counter in the top right corner of the map. Thank you, Wargaming. Finally. So we can see that I'm up to 3,922 damage right now. That's awesome. I appreciate it. So, yeah, a lot of us have been asking for that for a very, very long time. So it's nice to finally get a little bit more information on the screen as far as how good your game's doing or how bad your game's doing, and you may want to step it up. So it's just one of those things. Maybe it's not. Maybe a lot of you guys don't care about how much damage you do in a match, but some of us tend to like our stats a little bit, and we try to game for a specific amount of damage, especially if you're grinding marks of excellence and stuff like that, where you've got to average a certain amount of damage. This is where that comes in handy. Now here, I know I'm in trouble, and I have been begging somebody on my team to go kill that artillery, and right there he hits me. I'm like, get on it. We got a guy at F0 right now. He's in an Object 257 as well. And he is just sitting there trying to snipe these guys instead of going after the artillery. We don't need everybody to go over here. We've already stopped them. And right now I'm tracked, and I'm like, I'm going to get hit by Artie right now. And there it is. I knew it. I saw it coming, and you could see my guys start talking the entire time. I'm like, dude, what are you guys doing? You're sitting back trying to snipe with a Russian heavy tank that has .4 accuracy instead of just driving across the map and killing the darn Artie. I had asked him on our way down the hill, before we ever got to see the guys in the base. I asked him, or asked the team, to have somebody break off, go after the artillery. Because if we leave the artillery alive, we're screwed. But enough about Salty Spartan. Now we get to watch this guy hunt the Artie. It's an FV-207. It's a British. It's not a bad tank, but it's not, you know, it's a British artillery, so it is what it is. However, this guy's going to get in here, and we are going to watch him do some more fun. So wait for it. He's going to crest the ridgeline any moment. and spot the Artie. And watch what he does next. And you can see I'm still talking. Like, I had a guy talking to me the entire game in the other Object 257. But yeah, here, he just doesn't bother aiming. He just turns towards the FV and pulls the trigger. And right here, I am begging for this guy to get ammo wrecked by this Artie. I'm like, I swear to God, if he gets ammo wrecked, I will lose my crap. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. And the Artie rams him. And that's not a bad play for the Artie because he gets an extra 80 damage. And the guy only rams him for like 50 something. So we end up with 4,824 damage. Not a bad result. But personally, I prefer the T10 over this tank. We made a whopping 4,000 silver, 2 kills, 4,300 damage, and Lazy Fool, the guy that was working with me, topped the leaderboard with 4 kills, 2,700 damage. That guy that didn't go after the Artie is right there with 3,200, so I guess he did something, but it would have been nice had he been, like, trying to help the team a little bit more there at the end. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.